Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. On today's installment of 5-Minute Tones, I want to try to recreate Dan Worrell's secret guitar pad patch. If you're not familiar with Dan and his amazing YouTube channel, you really should be. I will link the video I'm talking about in the video description. You may also know him as the person who does all the excellent FabFilter tutorial videos. Basically, Dan is kind of everything I could ever aspire to be when it comes to disseminating information on YouTube. He is so knowledgeable about so many topics, and his channel is just like incredibly densely packed with information. So Dan, if you happen to be watching this, absolutely love your stuff. It's just inspiring, flat out inspiring. And let's try to do what he's doing in that video, but on the Axe effects. So it's kind of brilliant in its simplicity. There's two elements. We need a kind of volume pedal before an amp. I'm using the 65 bass guy normal at stock settings. I'm using my go-to cab, which is available for free in the video description. We've got a volume block here. Let's assign that to an expression pedal. I'm using an expression pedal plugged into an FC12 pedal jack number 1. That's a lot to take in, but basically, if you got the same thing set up, just right-click this, set the source as FC1 pedal number 1, and now you can do swells. Very nice right there. The second part of it is a multi-tap delay with diffusion, and you all know that I love the multi-tap delay in the Axe FX3, so let's just plop that one straight in there. We'll immediately change the type to the quad parallel delay, and we'll set the mix to 50%. What does this sound like, by the way, with some swells? Sounds pretty amazing already. What we want to do is take the feedback on each delay tap, crank it to 100%, and we are going to go to the more section, and we're going to set the diffusion all the way up to 100%. And then here's the brilliant part of this. We are going to right-click the feedback parameter and assign it to the same expression pedal, so FC1 pedal 1 in my case, but when I'm toe down, so when we're at the maximum, I just want the feedback at about 50%. So I still have a nice kind of big pad, but it's not out of control. When I'm heel down, I want 100% feedback. I want this to basically freeze whatever is played into it. And I mean, you can go in and add some time modulation, which I don't mind as well. Crank that up to about 20, 25%. And just straight out of the box, in a couple of minutes, you have this incredible ambient pad. It sounds like this. Stunning. I love the way this sounds. I love the way this works. You can, of course, experiment with the different delay times on there. You can experiment with the amount of modulation you want. The wonderful thing about the quad parallel delays, you can add chorus to each of these delay taps, which I think sounds pretty amazing as well. Play around with the EQ. I like kind of carving out a little bit of low end and quite a bit of high end on this one. And you can even plop this in parallel, crank the mix to 100%, and then increase the level so that you really hear the pad. Let's do an extra 6 dB on the level. I'll play around with the high cut slope. What other fun things could we do with this? We could add some comb filtering to each of these. The quad parallel delay is just like ridiculously rich. You could even assign the amount of comb feedback to your expression pedal. I would encourage you all to play around with anything in here that has a modifier attached to it and really kind of take this next level. But yeah, thank you to Dan Worrell for his really inspiring video. If you want to support my channel, there's links in the video description to my Patreon and the music I make and the Discord server. I'll play you all out with this wonderful little ambient guitar pad. Thanks for watching.